Hello everyone, my name is Talondiller to the Claw Gaming, whatever you want to call me, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth Peacekeeper guide. This is something a lot of people probably didn't expect to see in my channel, but nonetheless, it is what you're going to get today. I did take quite a bit of time off of Valkyrie at one point to focus on Peacekeeper, and let me tell you something, she's not as simple as what a lot of people like to believe. We're going to start with the beginner moveset, we're going to go on to the intermediate course, and then into the advanced moveset, which kind of implements all of the different combos and different cancels that she has. So let's get started with the beginner's moveset. Peacekeeper has three basic chain combos. That is Twisting Blades, which is a light to heavy combo, Dervish Strikes, which is a light to heavy combo, and Swords Dance, which is the heavy to heavy combo. Peacekeeper has very fast light attacks, being 500 milliseconds for the first and 400 milliseconds for the second, and high damaging heavies, meaning that her light attacks and her heavies being mixed up as a basic combo can be very intimidating for a lot of players. So you have the first combo, which is the light to heavy. You have the light to heavy. And you have the heavy to heavy. A very devastating amount of damage if you actually land the heavies, but keep in mind that they are very slow and can be parried easily. Peacekeeper also, unlike any other character in the game, has a dashing guard break. This is something that I've never really understood the purpose of. It might just be to catch running opponents, but it can be avoided by rolling, so I don't really see the point of it. But as you can see, it does have a different animation than her normal guard break. You can see her stumble a little bit if it misses, and you can see it has better range than other GBs. See? Yeah. It's weird, but it is part of her moveset, so I figured I might include it here. Peacekeeper from any direction can dash to the side or to the front and press heavy to get a guaranteed hit if the opponent is attacking. This is an evasive maneuver and should be used as such. Using it in aggressive patterns can get you parried very easily, and it is risky at that. The final thing we're going to look into in the basic moveset is Peacekeeper's stab attack. This is something that you get off of a GB, so when you guard break your opponent, you press R1 3 times in accordance with her taking the blade out of the opponent. You do not spam for this. That will make it to where it isn't confirmed, and she will only do one stab if you spam. However, if you wait, and in accordance with her taking the blade out, you press R1 3 times. It will confirm a lot of damage, can't be blocked, and it can't be parried. That's it for the basic beginners combos, and now we'll be moving on to the intermediate combo sets, which is basically using all of the stuff that I've shown you here and varying it into different patterns, creating mix-ups and making new mind games for your opponent. Moving into the intermediate course, we're going to look at what Peacekeeper's heavies can do. After a heavy, you can guarantee a little bit of extra damage by pressing light attack upon confirming it. This does not go through guard, but this is able to confirm a little bit of extra damage, like so. It guarantees a little bit of bleed, but it's not really that much damage. It is useful to go for it after every successful heavy attack, though, including your dashing side heavies. Peacekeeper can also soft feint her heavies by dashing or doing a guard break. What this means is you do not have to press circle to cancel a heavy, but rather you press guard break or dash in any direction to cancel. This is effective for getting your opponent to go for a parry on a light attack and nothing more. It can be read if your opponent is too defensive and the GB can be countered, and the heavy attack dashing to the side, if that's what you're going for, is very easy to counter. So use this as a kind of, if someone is trying to parry your light attacks, I would go for that. The next thing that we're going to look into is Peacekeeper's adaptation of the stab attack after a guard break to guarantee a little bit more damage. You can guarantee more damage off of the triple stab by canceling at the very last hit and throwing the opponent into a wall, backing up and dashing forward to get a guaranteed dashing heavy. This also guarantees the small light attack that you get afterwards, and it causes quite a bit more substantial damage after your guard break. Peacekeeper's zone attack is a 400 millisecond, 2-strike move that can be parried on the second strike just as well as the first one. However, with the first one being 400 milliseconds, it is a very safe move if you cancel the second hit. After the first initial strike, press circle, or your feint button on any other platform than PlayStation, to cancel out the second hit. This can be a useful move, however draining half of your stamina in the process, for interrupting opponents with slow attacks, or even denying guard breaks if you have fast enough reaction time to see your opponent moving. The zone attack can also be used as a chain opener, however it does not continue into a chain, it begins a new chain afterwards. So you do not get a 400 millisecond light and you do not get the second heavy in a chain if you do this attack and then press light attack or heavy attack after the cancel. It guarantees the 500 millisecond light to come out or the first heavy of the chain to come out, and we will get more into that in the advanced moveset. That does it for the intermediate course. Thank you guys for watching this far, and if you would like to, this is plenty of information to get you started on PeaceKeeper. This makes the character very strong and highly viable in a lot of ways, gives you plenty of mind games to work with, and it should make you an overall strong player. However, if you would like to take it to the next level, you are more than welcome to watch the advanced moveset. Beginning the advanced moveset, we are going to focus on PeaceKeeper's Deflect. After PeaceKeeper's Deflect, you can create a variety of new chains or begin a zone attack immediately following the confirm. This makes it very fast and a seamless transition and might confirm you a little bit more damage if you're fast enough and your opponent isn't expecting any attacks. There are a lot of different things that you can do with this, such as a light attack, which brings out the first light in the chain, or a heavy attack, which brings out the first heavy of a chain. Or if you would like to do something that is almost always guaranteed unless your opponent sees you do it before, do a zone attack after the attack. So allow me to demonstrate. After a deflect, you get a light attack that you can begin the new chain with. Or a heavy attack that you begin the new chain with, which can be feinted. Or, even faster than both of those, you can get a zone attack that begins immediately following that chain. The heavy attack after a successful deflect can be soft feinted by using a light attack, a guard break, or a dashing attack. These mix-ups are for the people that parry the light attack being expected after a deflect. You can still go with your zone attack, and that's almost impossible to parry for a lot of people, but this is probably the safest bet for you if you want a little bit of extra damage. The soft feint into guard break has to be delayed a little bit after a deflect, otherwise you're going to catch frames of them being immune to GBs. It's not much of a delay, but it is there, so you will have to keep that in mind if you don't want to get, UB shafted. The next thing that I'll touch on that probably should have been in the intermediate move list, but I deemed worthy to be here, is soft feinting your heavies with light attacks. This can absolutely destroy the timing of other people's parries. All the way up to the midway point of a heavy, you can soft feint into a light attack of the same direction. If someone goes for a light parry, this guarantees just a little bit of bleed. It's enough to finish someone off at a very low health, or at least in a critical state. So keep that in mind. The basic out of stamina punish that I am aware of for PeaceKeeper is guard break, 2 stabs, forward throw, dash forward, overhead heavy into light attack, confirm. This does quite a bit of damage. It is not the most damaging by far, but it is very strong. And you can follow up on wake up by another guard break or anything to keep your opponents guessing at what you're going to do next. And that'll do it for the PeaceKeeper guide, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If it helped you out, or if you enjoyed just any of the commentary or any of the things that you might not have known before, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. My name is Talon Dillard of The Claw Gaming, whatever you want to call me. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and as always, stay sharp.